KidNuz fans, are you looking for your next new adventure? There's a brand new podcast out now we think you and your family are going to love. It's called Mysteries About True Histories. Here's a preview.
From the creators of Who Smarted and Starglow Media comes a podcast full of mystery, adventure,
time travel and riddles,
and secret math.
Get ready to listen, laugh, and learn with Mysteries About True Histories every Thursday on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. And we begin with Mother Nature rattling nerves in Southern California. Around noon yesterday, a 4.4 magnitude earthquake rolled through Pasadena. The shaking was felt as far south as San Diego and as far north as Santa Barbara. The Golden State is known for temblors, but this one is the third sizable one in the past 2 weeks. A crowd of 47,000 people at Dodger Stadium felt a 5.2 quake last Tuesday, and days before that, a 4.9 jolt hit east of Barstow in the Central Valley. No damage has been reported, and seismologists don't think the shakers are related. Now that the Olympics are over, it's time for Paris to host the Paralympics, a worldwide competition for athletes with either physical or intellectual challenges. These games will be held from August 28th to September 8th and will feature 4,400 athletes representing 179 nations across 22 different sports. Many of the same venues that hosted the Olympics will host the Paralympics as well. Athletes will compete in 549 events such as swimming, cycling, sitting volleyball, blind soccer, and wheelchair basketball, tennis, and fencing. The Paralympics have a longer history than most people realize. They began as a small gathering of British war veterans in 1948. Today, it's one of the largest international sporting events in the world. Imagine if the energy of the crowd at a sports event could be turned into actual energy. A high school senior in Lake Charles, Louisiana, is thinking along those lines. Gunyan Lily Min says she began to wonder if she could harness the crowd noise in environments like sports arenas and Taylor Swift concerts and use it to generate power. To test her theory, she built a tiny scale model of a typical arena according to the NBA court-size specifications. She then played sounds at either 70 decibels or 100 decibels to simulate crowd noise in the arena while experimenting with equipment that harvests sound. Her model was so small that it only delivered a tiny amount of energy, just milliwatts, but she's not giving up and is convinced with bigger and better equipment, her idea could turn crowd enthusiasm into venue voltage on a meaningful scale. Scientists report they found the dried remains of a Martian lake, much larger than any lake on Earth. The European Space Agency says their Mars Express orbiter discovered an area that long ago held 3 times the water contained in the Caspian Sea, which, despite the name, is actually a lake and considered Earth's largest inland body of water. In fact, it's so big it spans Eastern Europe as well as Asia. But the lake that once existed on Mars, when the planet was wetter and warmer, was even bigger. Mars is a small planet with a lot of huge features. It boasts a canyon many times longer than the Grand Canyon and a mountain that's 3 times higher than Mount Everest. Here's an example of why it's important to never give up hope. Back in 2015, a little pup named Gizmo vanished from his Las Vegas yard after slipping through a faulty gate. But Gizmo's human, Judith Menares, never doubted that someday they'd be reunited. Fast forward 9 years, and she was right. A woman had found the now 11-year-old pooch and dropped him off at a vet who scanned the dog's microchip and triggered the knee-buckling email to Judith that Gizmo was alive and well. Judith, who's now a school teacher, says she is so glad she microchipped Gizmo, and the city of Las Vegas agrees. Starting August 1st, they made microchipping dogs and cats mandatory just for this sort of reason. Still ahead, hi-ho, expanding we will go. Disney has bold plans for its parks on both coasts, and these plans are definitely not mini. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. How big was the quake that rolled through Southern California yesterday? 4.4. Where will this summer's 2024 Paralympics be held? Paris, in many of the same venues as the Olympics. A high school student wants to use the noise of crowds at sporting events to do what? Generate electricity. A spacecraft orbiting Mars has found what enormous feature on the surface? A dry lake bed that once held more water than the largest lake on Earth. In today's KidNuz Kicker, Disney is expanding its theme parks in both Florida and California. Orlando's Walt Disney World will see its largest expansion ever, with a whole new theme land for movie villains coming to the Magic Kingdom. And Disneyland in Anaheim will double the size of its Avengers campus and add a destination based on the Avatar film, The Way of Water. Other announcements include a Monsters, Inc. land at Hollywood Studios and an Indiana Jones and an Encanto ride, plus 2 Cars rides for Florida's resort. Disney parks in other countries will also see expansions. These are part of an effort to get more people on both coasts to come to Disney resorts. The projects are scheduled to open over the next 5 years. Teachers, don't forget to sign up your classroom for a free shout-out. You can find the forms inside the Teacher's Lounge on our website at kidnuz.org. And parents, sign-ups are also open to reserve that special day to recognize a birthday or accomplishment with a quiz sponsorship. Thanks for listening. It really helps if you rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you right back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.